Alright, so we are here at 4900 North 37th Street, and the customer has been dealing with recurring drain blockages. Right now we're going to be beginning the inspection from the affected side of the house, which when facing the house is on the left side. Now on the left side of the house there are two stacks. We have the 3-inch stack, and then towards the end, all the way to the end of the roof, we have, I believe, what looks to be a 2-inch stack. Could also be a 3-inch stack, but we'll get to there once we move on. So let's proceed. Alright, so far, cast iron drains. Here we have our first tie-in. As you can see, this point is where the water starts to actually make contact with the drain, so we're seeing a bit of corrosion here. Now at the bottom of the pipe here, you can see there's a little bit of water buildup, and that's usually indicative of either backwards grade or just erosion at the bottom of the pipe, which causes a bit of a water buildup. So in this case, seems to be flowing okay towards this point. It may actually be the bathtub coming in just off of, there it is. Yeah, the bathtub I believe is just coming just off of here. So we're gonna have the bathtub shut off, and then we'll continue this. Alright, so we got the bathtub shut off now. So right now the line is a lot more visible. So right here is where it turns vertical to horizontal. It's 90-degree bend. And then right at this point here, about 20 feet in, looks like we have a junction. And this is likely where either the other side of the house connects to, or there's another fixture connecting from the other side. Maybe that's where the bathtub connects to. But anyway, regardless, let's proceed. So far, the drains appear to be in decent condition, considering their age. There's no major corrosion buildup. The erosion also doesn't seem to be too bad at all. Pretty clear. It is getting a little bit difficult to continue with the actual camera inspection just because of all of these changes in direction. It makes it very difficult for the camera to go through. Let's see if we can squeeze through one more here. becoming exceedingly difficult to push this camera down. As I mentioned earlier, because of all the changes of direction here on the sides of the pipe, you can see just a little bit of signs of corrosion, nothing too major. Yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it for the camera inspection. Can't seem to get any further. We're just going back and forth at this point. So we're able to extend it out to 58 feet. And line appears to be in really good condition, considering its age. So I'm going to pull it back at this point, and we're going to proceed to the next stack. Okay, so proceeding to the next stack here at the very end of the house. If you're facing the house all the way on the left, we have an additional stack. This is likely serving the far end of the bathroom. So we're going to see how far we can get. It is a smaller in diameter pipe, so let's see if how far we can get with our camera, considering the diameter. Let's proceed. You can see we have a change immediately. PVC. So there seems to be a pocket here of water, which is strangely odd. In the vent line, it's odd. It's almost as if there's a little dip section before it continues down. And this is likely what's causing the problems with the venting, which normally results in gurgling. I'm just going to adjust the camera here. So that's very odd. We have all this water built up. This is still the vertical section. So here's where we go from vertical to horizontal. We have this 90-degree fitting. So we have the horizontal section of the pipe. Let's see if we can find anything abnormal in here. So we have 2 tie-ins. Appears to go 90 degrees again. So it's going down. Probably meeting up with the existing cast iron pipe. Let's see how far away. Let's see if there's anything else. It looks like there's also another branch coming off at the left side here, but direction of flow is going to the right, so that's where the camera will go. A little bit of buildup of water here. Nothing too major, but it's not great for. It's not very conducive for flow. It's almost like a bit of a backwards grade, just at the slightest though. And here's where that's likely why it is. It's because right at this point is the junction where we meet from the PVC to the cast iron. So 32 feet. Pretty straightforward, running from this line, which is all the way at the end of the left side of the house, running fairly straight. So everything seems to be okay from this section. Let's run a little bit further down to the cast iron. Let's see if there's anything that we can spot on this side going up to that next junction. These walls are noticeably more corroded than the previous stack, but still not terrible condition. Now it's important to note that any pipe that's cast iron this age reaches life expectancy, so it's just a matter of time before it does start to corrode to the point where erode to the point where it'll collapse. But all these little marks or corrosion buildups on the edges of the pipe is basically what helps create blockages, just by having pieces of toilet paper or anything that can get caught on them and then create a buildup in the actual drain line. So far everything appears to be okay here. Nothing abnormal. Drains are running in decent condition. No immediate sign of any abnormalities or dips. At this point, it's again getting really difficult to proceed with the camera, so we're going to pull it back, and that will be the end of the camera inspection for this stack, and then we'll move on to the next stack, which is towards the center of the house. Okay, so we're going to proceed here. We have another 2-inch stack. This appears to be over the kitchen, so let's see what we can find. Wow. So right here, as soon as we approach the horizontal section, it's just seems to be full of sludge. We have zero visibility at this point. Let's see if we can push through this to get some sort of visibility. So here at 31 feet, it seems to be getting a little bit better. I don't really have much visibility here. There we go. It's starting to clear up a little bit. Drain appears to be intact. So you can see just the effect the cast iron will have on little pieces of debris. Kind of gets caught on the eroded parts because they're a little sharp. I'll go around and see if we can get to up to 50 feet here on the kitchen line. Nothing abnormal. Just do have a big change of direction here. That's pretty much all we're going to be able to go at this point. So let's pull back. Maybe we can see something on the way back towards that first portion. Lots of sludge here. As soon as I pull back the cable. Lots of sludge. Even just coming off of my cable is just ridiculous. How much sludge there actually is. Good flushing of this drain. Doing well. the lens here, be able to see how much sludge we actually pulled out just from running the camera. So there's the actual camera line itself. It's packed with sludge, and then all this gunk right here. I'm going to wipe it up. But that's quite a bit of sludge in there. So that's something that should be dealt with before it gets worse. Alright, we're going to pause at this point and then we'll proceed to the next stack. Alright, so here we're at another stack. This appears to be the laundry stack. Immediately on the right side of the house. Let's proceed. Some little critters in there. We're getting to the horizontal section now. Unfortunately, can't seem to penetrate this turn here. For whatever reason, it just seems to be too tight. So that'll be the end of this inspection for this stack. Really not much we can see there. Okay, so we're entering, this is the second stack, the center of the house. If you're facing the house to the right, up right of the first one before. Anyway, let's see what's going on in here. So here immediately we have some water built up, which is not a good sign. Yeah, this whole drain just appears to be blocked. Something there. Let's just do the last drain and then maybe we'll come back to this one, but there's definitely a blockage in this one. Alright, let's move on to the last stack. Okay, so here we have our last stack. This is the center of the house, closest one to the driveway. Let's see what's going on in here. So far, nothing unusual. Tie in there. We have a bit of backwards grade here. Water buildup. Let's see if we can get past this. So it starts at about, say, 10 feet. Goes on for a good 7 feet, 8 feet dip. And we got some buildup in here. We got some hair. And then at this point it goes 90 degrees. So we got a big drop. And again, here we have some buildup of what looks to be just like toilet paper. Pieces of paper. Build up against those corroded lines. So here at this point, looks like we've already reached the city sewer. It says 60 feet over from the actual house here. So I'm going to pull it back at this point. And that'll be the end of this camera inspection. So effectively we've went through all the stacks. We have a couple here that need a little bit of TLC. Otherwise, one we couldn't really see anything into. Couldn't penetrate that 90-degree turn. But all the others that we did, besides for these last two here, everything else appears to be in decent condition. Again, considering their age. So, alright, so going back down this stack, which I believe to be the kitchen stack, and you can see we immediately have that water buildup, so this has definitely got to be the stack. Let's see how far we can actually go until we hit something. So actually it's only about 10 feet, and then right here we're locked or something. So I'm going to snake the line and do another camera inspection. Alright, so we're going to be continuing here. Just snake the line here on this, what we believe to be the kitchen line. So let's try this again. Seem to pull out some hair and some roots. Some hair and some wipes is what it seems like. Maybe let's see how far we can get this time. So already that vertical section of water is gone. Here we have a lot of sludge. A lot of sludge right there. We did get past the block point though. See what's going on here at 27. can't seem to go any further than this. I'm going to do a locate as a courtesy, just to see if we can find out exactly where this cable is stopping at the moment. Alright, so we just located where the camera is. Right now it's sitting in the kitchen, just before the partition wall where the high chair is. It seems to have been a bar sink in that vicinity, just a couple feet forward towards the front door. So far we're unable to identify what's here, but we got some water in the line now, flushing it out. So let's see if there's anything that we can spot. So that's as far as we're going to go. We were able to get some flow, but can't seem to go any further for whatever reason, either because of the change of direction or because of something wrong with the pipe. It's hard to really determine at this point, but that'll be pretty much the end of the camera inspection. We're just going to shut the hose off and see if we can get a better visual. At this point. Well, let's pull it back. Some corroded pipes here. This area is extremely corroded. A lot of this build up here couldn't see before, just because of all the sludge that was in here. But this line here does appear to be in very poor condition. There's an enormous amount of just corrosion of the pipes built up here. So it would definitely be a good idea to replace this line to avoid any future problems, backups. That'll be the end of this camera inspection. Just let me put this out to the end. That's pretty much it. So we do have the line cleared at the moment, but judging by the amount of corrosion in there, this is just something that will very likely continue to happen again and again. As soon as we hit the horizontal section, it's just an enormous amount of corrosion here, the diameter of the pipe. It makes it even difficult just to even push the camera down through all this corrosion. So anyway, that's the end of this camera inspection.